Hello and welcome back to my crafty desk. Today we're gonna create something with a pumpkin bear. It's a 3x4 clear stamp set. So I'm using Memento Tuxedo black ink to stamp the bear and 2 sets of those pumpkins on some cardstock. So I'm choosing colored pencils today as a coloring medium. And as you can see in this part of the video, I slowed it down for you to see. I'm coloring in small circles. So if you speed it up, you will see it looks like I'm going back and forth, but in reality, I really try to color in small circles, which really requires for me to really stay present and really concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm not just like filling in, because at the same time of coloring circles, I try to apply the pigment with not too much pressure. So since this bear is kind of round, I'm applying more pressure to the outside and I'm decreasing the pressure to the inside, so that the shape of this like round chunky bear is really supported by the coloring. So the shadow is more on the outside and it's like the color is less on the center of this little guy. So as you might know by now, is that I try to keep the supply list really low. That's my personal challenge for you. But one thing when you work with colored pencil that I would really recommend is a colorless blender. I'm having this colorless blender and it makes the surface of the colored area so much smoother, and it's a great way to finish up a piece. It's also a lot of fun to use it. So now I'm almost done coloring the pumpkins, the bear is done. And when I started out with this card, I wasn't exactly sure about the layout. What I decided on was the cardstock I'm gonna use, the image I'm gonna use, and the colors pencils that I would want to use in the set. So those are the things I decided on. And yeah, I'm gonna make a landscape card. One set of the pumpkins will go on the inside, and I stamped the Hello Pumpkin on the outside and glued the bear and the pumpkins down. So now I'm using a white gel pen to add some accents, some reflections to the pumpkins because they're shiny. And then I had the idea of, well, the card could be done now, right? I think it looks adorable. But then I had the idea, why not adding a little bit more? And I started with adding a couple of white dots. And then I chose the same colors that I already used in the image before, and which are typical fall colors. So it's like a warm yellow, an orange, a nice red, and a green. And I yeah, I just added a lot of dots, because what I would actually do, I would draw a lot of leaves, but I thought, why not doing it backwards? And I just added a whole ton of those colorful dots with all four colors, and I grabbed a black pencil and I just added the shape of leaves around some of the dots. So just to balance out the contrast, I just added a little bit of, yeah, just a very light layer of the black on underneath the bear and the pumpkin. So I mean, to be honest, I didn't have this planned. It just kind of happened. I got a little bit lost in it. And yeah, this is a step you probably want to do before you glue it down to the yellow cardstock. So, but you know, my cards are not perfect, but I'm having fun making them, and I hope it's the same for you. And if you see this and you're like, oh, I would do this different, I would do that better, that's all perfectly fine. I think it's way better than seeing cards that might be intimidating and you feel like, oh, I can't do that, right? So that's the whole point. Like, you can do it, make your own version, and yeah, have fun creating. Enjoy your day. Bye.